this week, we're back to what we originally do, where I demonstrate the week before what you're doing next week. So, you're doing muffins next week, and the important thing you need to write down is you must bring a muffin tin. Okay? You can't take your muffins home if you don't bring a tin. Okay? So, really important. All right, yep. I can't. No, you got to do this. Okay, that's what recess is for. Okay. Here, you've got 2 cups of self-raising flour, and then why are we using self-raising flour and not? Yep. Yeah. Okay. And then what we're going to do is we're going to add on top of that, to make them rise even more, another teaspoon of baking powder. Baking powder is what makes it rise. Okay, now you have a choice here to do, you can do, what can you do? Yep. Choc chip, yep. Berries? Blueberries? Yep. Yep, yep. If you wanted to do a savoury muffin, all right, this is where I'm going to go sweet. Jaden? I'm not, seriously, I can't stop for you, okay? If you wanted to go savoury, this is where you would not put, I'm going to put 4 tablespoons of sugar in. You would stop right now and you would just go savoury. This is where you put a pinch of salt, and then you can add your ham and your cheese and your shallots and all those types of things in it, okay? But I'm going to go sweet here, and I'm going to go triple chocolate. Okay, so I'm going to go 4 tablespoons of sugar here, but if you do add cocoa, what you need to do is you need to, for every tablespoon of cocoa, which makes it, say, like the double chocolate, you're going to add the same of sugar again. So if I'm going to go a tablespoon of cocoa here, because cocoa is extremely bitter, I then need to add as well, again, over and above that, a tablespoon of sugar to combat that bitterness, okay? Now, I haven't got a tablespoon because I went through every drawer, so that was tea sugar. Yeah, just normal sugar, okay? So, this is now gone, so I've got my cocoa in there, and then because I wanted triple chocolate, I'm going to add my chocolate chips, my dark chocolate chips, and I'm going to add my white chocolate chips, okay? And that makes it the triple, okay? And that's where you put all of your dry ingredients in straight away. And so I'm just going to mix that together to make sure all those dry ingredients incorporate together. Okay, so they get mixed like that. And the cocoa, because you don't want to have big chunks of cocoa which are really bitter, okay? So that's why you put it in now. Don't add your cocoa at the end because it won't combine properly. Okay, so that's that. Then I'm going to use buttermilk. Now, buttermilk works better for muffins than it does normal milk. If you want to make your own buttermilk, what you need to do is just use normal milk with a touch of white vinegar. Okay, so I did that last lesson because this disappeared. So a cup of milk and then just a teaspoon of vinegar, and that will make your own buttermilk. Otherwise, just buy some buttermilk in the fridge section. Okay, now into this, I'm going to add an egg, unlike I did last lesson. Okay, so that way my egg's just going to incorporate. So throw that egg in there, and I'm going to whisk that around. Okay, so that's together there. And then I'm going to melt my butter, okay? And I'm going to do 4 tablespoons of butter, which is how much? How much? 80 grams. Good job. Yeah. So just a little bit short of my 100 grams that I've got measured on the side of my... Now, can I say, please use butter rather than margarine. Margarine is not, really should not be fit for human consumption. My husband is a scientist and he analyses these sort of things. And he just said that what's in margarine should not be consumed. Okay, so please go butter. All right. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm just melting that butter. And all of these wet ingredients now get mixed in, okay? Now, unlike if you made fairy cakes and things like that, you would use a beater. Don't ever use a beater for muffins, okay? Because what happens is it ruins the ability of them and they just don't rise, okay? So as soon as these have this mixture is combined, that's finished, it's ready to put in, okay? So I've just stirred that with a spoon, and what you're going to do now is evenly distribute it amongst your 12 places. If you don't, what's going to happen? Sorry? Yeah, and so some will be raw and some will be burnt, okay? So make sure, so that they cook evenly, that they are all around about the same size. And they should all be able to take a good spoonful of this mixture, okay? You should be able to fill pretty much most of them. That's the Chelsea bun. You'll get to have some. Yep. Yes, I put it in with the buttermilk. Did you not see that, Vince? I made sure I did this time. All right, so once that's all in there, okay, once it's all in there, you need to then just have a look at them, stand back, see if they've got all around about the same quantity in it, okay? Just to make sure that you get most of the mixture that you've spilt off the edge of your tin, because if you don't, that will burn and it will be really hard to clean your tin with, okay? So have a look at all of them, see that they're pretty even, okay? And then they go in the oven. Okay.